Mamdani wins. Mamdani has won. New York has fallen, but I got good news. It won't last very long. I happen to know this. And let me tell you this. 700,000 millionaires projected to, you heard that number right, 700,000 millionaires projected to leave New York City and move elsewhere. Everyone's getting ready to sell their properties. They're already up. Moving to places like Florida and Texas. So Texas and Florida will be booming, folks. Great news. That's great news. Where is he going to get his funding? Well, he's going to have nobody to tax anymore. And he's not going to get any federal funding from Trump, so he's going to be a dead duck in the water. And this Mamdani experiment will fail miserably, and it'll be over before it began. Letting you know that right now. Over before it began. And I happen to think maybe some of these raids in Dearborn, Michigan and places like that might lead to the guy. What do I know? I don't know much. Folks, hit your notification button. Hit your notification button. If you like what I do, bringing you the real news, the real news, blunt force trauma, hit the notification buttons, like, share, subscribe. I'm here for you. My service is to you and to humanity. All of you that have prayed for my dad, we've experienced a miracle today. My dad was in ICU on his deathbed. I had to make the decision to not resuscitate. He was on his way out. We were making the decision to give him morphine and Ativan and end it. I said yes. My niece said yes. My sister said no. His blood pressure was 40/20. His oxygen was 60. He was gone. Today, his oxygen is 95. He's off the mask. His blood pressure is 130/180 something, 80. He's talking. He's coherent. He's talking with me. He's talking with I don't know what's going on, folks, but all glory to God. That's all I can say. All glory to God. I don't know where this is going from here, but I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe what I'm witnessing right now, and I don't know where it's going to go, but I'm good with it right now. Whatever little time I get with my dad, I'm very happy for it. So thank you for all the prayers out there. Thank you. All right, let me pull my shit together. Sorry. Noble gold, folks. Get your noble gold. The feds are out of options. Rate cuts, money printing, balance sheet reversals. They call it policy, but it's really panic. Inflation's eating savings. The job markets are slowing, and the confidence in the dollar is fading fast. For decades, the Fed built a house on paper, and now it's starting to burn. That's why smart investors are moving to what's real, and that's gold and silver. Noble Gold Investments. To get your free wealth protection kit today, folks. Get your free wealth protection kit today. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Noblegoldinvestments.com, folks. Get on it. All right, folks. Ringside with Nino. Ringside with Nino is the 12th. Oh, shit. The 12th. 5 p.m. 5 p.m. The 12th. General's Tent is November 20th at 5 p.m. Same thing. I'm gonna have Mary Fanning on, but I'm even thinking about bringing old 𝗀𝗨 on because he missed the last one. So I'm gonna try to do a doubleheader for the month of November. Let me see what I can pull off. I do my best for you all. PatriotWear.com, bing right there. Also, X Nino Boxer. X is Nino Boxer. Nino's Corner.tv. It's fire, folks. I don't know why you're not there. If you're not there, get over there. It's the best place to be. It's my safe space. My safe space. 𝗀𝗨 is up right now. I have a lot of videos of Juan up there. We really go hard. He really brings the hammer. Whatever. He lays down the hammer. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not making sense right now. I just got this news right now, so I'm kind of all sorry. John Carmen's up there right now, and Larry Ballard's going up next. I tried to do it for YouTube, but he's talking too much about election this, election that. It's just I'll put it up on Rumble later, but it's going on Nino'sCorner.tv. And all right, folks. Who is Mamdani going to tax, by the way? Everyone's moving out. He's not going to get federal funding. It's just he's a dead duck in the water, and it's over. It's just this guy is going to be a short little experiment, folks. It's going to be done quick. And without further ado, folks, you might want to turn it down or turn it up right about now because I'm about to do my little thing. Coming at you live from the apocalypse, folks. Yeah, baby, let's go. All right, so thank you for the prayers, everybody. I don't know how long this will last. I don't know if it's going to be minutes, a couple hours. I don't know. Every moment's a balancing act. Heading to the hospital right after this. Breaking: Mamdani wins New York City, folks. China and Russia move on Venezuela. What's going on? Well, they may send reinforcements to Venezuela from what I'm hearing. Trump issues a dire warning. Mamdani wins the New York mayoral race. We all expected this. We knew this was coming. We know that they finagled the bagel, all right? That's what happened. We all know about this. We expected this. A black dark shadow is now on New York, but I'm going to tell you what, it's going to expose so much. So through the years, we've all seen the exposing. So they have to make a move in order to bring things to light. They got to make a move in order for us to counter the move. This will not last. I'm telling you now, this will not last long. It's going to be a short-lived experiment. Don't stress. Don't stress. And all you New Yorkers out there, a brighter day is coming. It may be dark right now, but good things are coming to New York. I promise you. You're not going to get rid of the Trump effect. You're not going to get rid of Trump. And guess what? Those of you that think in 2028 things are going to be different and you got a chance, you don't have a chance. It's over. You're living in the dark old paradigm, the dark old paradigm. And yes, I'm also talking about you, TPUSA. You don't think I'm looking? I'm looking. Things have changed over there, haven't they? The Sharia Muslim communist Marxist agenda will now begin in New York, a short-lived experiment, believe me, without any federal funding, and they're going to have nobody to tax because everyone's moving out now. And guess what else? Florida is going to boom. Texas is going to boom. Other states are going to boom. I'm imagining Tennessee. Other states their economies are going to explode. New York's going to die on the vine, but New York will bounce back because that's what New Yorkers do. They bounce back. And after all this, when Trump signs the executive order and these things play out the way they're going to play out because it's all coming, you're going to see everything will bounce back, and it'll be just like my dad today. Cha-ching, he's back. I'm not out of the woods yet, by the way. We're not out of the woods. I'm not getting ahead of the ball, so just to let you all know that. I'm not getting ahead of the ball. If you all knew the PTSD I'm suffering right now, I feel like I'm having mini heart attacks throughout the entire day. I got stomach and knots. I have adrenaline pumping through my body all day long. Torture. You're looking at a tortured man right now. So the MSN may tell you the left is rising. And yeah, we're seeing the remnants of what it may be. But believe me when I tell you, when Trump signs this executive order, the entire game is going to change. Everything's going to change. And that's probably when we could see chaos and crazy shit popping off. There will be no more doubts who the winners will be. There'll be no more ways to finagle the bagel. There'll be none of that. This is all coming. In fact, the entire country will soon be glowing a hot, glowing red. Okay? That's where this is going. And the Mamdani experiment will only be what it is, an experiment for a very little time. Newsom, you're going away, buddy. It's coming for all of you. I'm telling you that right now. This one crazy guy on the internet, on YouTube, this guy Nino, he says these crazy things, but he keeps getting over the target. How's that happening? You'll see. Just like 5 years ago, I called where we're at right now. I'm telling you, you'll see. Everyone said Trump will never be president again. I said, yeah, just wait and see. Watch all this unfold. And a lot of you know. The Democratic Party is over, and what you're seeing now is the last stand. Their last final moves, the last stand. The dead cat roll, the dead cat bounce. But they are going to keep fighting. They're going to keep fighting with whatever little fight they have left, and whatever they can try to finagle the bagel, whatever they can do, they're going to make that move. Trust. Thanks, Alex. I like that. This is war. We're still in the war. And I have a feeling, as more facts come out about 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗹, he will be ousted. He may be allowed to stick out his full term, but I have a feeling he could be ousted like a sacrificial lamb. And just one of the many reasons, he'll be one of the many reasons why we must sign, why Trump will sign the executive order to end the corruption, which this will lead to this executive order. I think he's going to be one of the reasons. That's just my opinion. An opinion. Wink, wink. The New York City mayoral election results after a commanding and shocking win in the Democratic primary. 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗶 is running to become mayor of the nation's largest city, which he has just won. Standing in his way was Andrew Cuomo and 𝗀𝗂𝗍𝗂. Well, anyone who voted for Curtis was basically giving Mamdani the win. But here are some numbers. 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗶, I don't know what they are. This was from last night, so they may have changed now. But 50.3% of the vote went to Mamdani, 41.6% went to Andrew Cuomo, 7.2% to 𝗀𝗂𝗍𝗂, and then Eric Adams, independent, 0.3%. They may have shifted, but that's what it was last night. I think if you take out Curtis and Eric, you probably would have, had a much closer rake. And if you took out how they finagled the bagel, which all that's going to change very soon. So you're going to go through a dark time, New York. You're going to go through a dark time for a little while. But telling you, things are going to change. Things are going to change. So 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗶 wins the New York mayoral race. He has won New York's mayoral race. NBC News projects after the 34-year-old, this guy's 34 years old. He doesn't know his ass from his elbow, if you ask me at that age. No life experience. He's just going to do what he's told. Democratic Socialists energized progressives in the city. I think the people that did turn out to vote for this guy obviously did it out of spite. Cut your nose off to spite your face type of thing. They just don't like Trump. People are so Trump deranged that they went out and voted for a guy that throws certain people off roofs, if you know what I mean, okay? He's in that camp, okay? You know, the people that if they're a certain way, they get thrown off a roof. Though this guy does, that's his camp, okay? Yeah, he's going to tax everybody. It's going to be government-run grocery stores, housing, illegal housing. It's just going to fail miserably, folks. You're going to have to tough this out just for a little while. A little while. The victory caps a meteoric rise to New York politics for Mamdani since he launched his campaign roughly 1 year ago, transforming him from a virtually unknown state assemblyman who barely registered in polling to the incoming leader of America's largest city, 34 years old. And you better believe they're hoping this guy gets to the presidency. They're going to keep working his way up, but it's going to fail. Along the way, he pushed aside the heir of New York's most iconic political dynasties, not once but twice in 5 months. Now a nationally known political figure, Mamdani will attempt to enact the the enormous municipal bureaucracy, and influencing national politics as one of the most prominent democratic socialists and Democrats in the country. This should be a rude awakening for everybody, folks. And if you don't know who Albert Pike is, and you don't know who the Mason, the Scottish Rite Mason, Albert Pike is, go to DuckDuckGo and look that up. 3 world wars. They're in the phases of the third right now, and this is exactly the shit they want right here. Right here. Understand that. In other news, Deep State Cheney has passed away. You ever see that picture of him with his feet propped up on the desk, watching the towers go down, just saying to himself, I'm going to get all the contracts in Iraq. I'm going to thrive in business at the cost of millions of people's lives. Dick Cheney. You know, there you go. There's my eulogy. The first big elections of the new Trump era are today or the other day. Here's what to look for. Massive change in New York. It has now become socialist New York, which is a fucking thin line to communism. A slide right into communism, which is where they want to take it. Like I said, look into Albert Pike, his 3 world wars. This is all engineered. This is all done strategically. This is a deep state move. Muslims are now in Plano, Texas, forming communities. Dearborn, Michigan. I happen to believe the whole 𝗂𝗏 thwarting of the terrorist plot was just an excuse to go in there and start doing raids. They needed an excuse, and I think they got it. That's my firm belief. And it's brilliant. If you want to know the truth, it's brilliant. 𝗦𝗫 wins Virginia lieutenant governor's race, will be the first Muslim woman in statewide office. So now they're really making these big moves with they're making the big moves now, the Muslims. This is it. This is where we're at. State Senator 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗹 defeated conservative talk show host John Reed in the Virginia lieutenant governor's race on Tuesday, becoming the first. Oh, she's Indian. All right. Hello, how are you doing today? Okay, so I got that wrong. Dot on the forehead. All right, so Virginia lieutenant governor's race in Tuesday, becoming the first Indian person. But is she Muslim? Yeah, she's Muslim. So dot. Does she have a dot if she's Muslim? I guess she does now. All right, becoming the first Indian person to hold statewide office in the Commonwealth and the first Muslim woman to win a statewide race in the U.S. So they're really trying here. And this is why this executive order that's coming, is going to be so friggin' important, folks. Real important. Democratic voters say California's Prop 50 gives them a way to counteract Trump. So obviously, Mamdani's doing his thing. We got a new 𝗦𝗫 wins Virginia, and now Newsom's going to redistrict California. These are all the moves they're trying to make on the chessboard. Desperate moves. So Los Angeles, Stone Van Gessel says she doesn't agree with partisan gerrymandering in practice, but she votes yes on Proposition 50, a California ballot measure that would allow the state's Democratic leaders to temporarily bypass California's independent redistricting commission and enact a more Democratic-friendly congressional map ahead of next year's midterm elections. Van Gessel and others who back Proposition 50 told NPR the proposal provides the Democratic-leaning state a rare opportunity to directly counteract President Trump and Republican efforts to redraw political maps in their favor in other states. What we're doing is gerrymandering to stop gerrymandering, they say. Let me read that again. You heard that correctly. What we're doing is gerrymandering to stop gerrymandering, she said, and that's not really the best solution, but it's something that we find ourselves in this kind of environment having to do. So they believe there's a crime happening, so they're saying, but so since that's happening, we are now going to commit the crime. This is insanity! And I happen to believe that California is red. And that's all going to be found out real soon. Real soon. Voting for the one issue special election concludes Tuesday with polling showing that Prop 50 is likely to pass. And if it does, California's Democratic state leaders can use a new congressional map that makes 5 U.S. House seats more favorable to the party, offsetting the 5 districts Republicans shifted their direction in Texas earlier this year. Oh, you just wait. When Trump signs these things and this stuff comes, oh, dude, he's enjoying every minute of this. Trump is enjoying every second of this. There's certain things that have to get through, like the tariffs in the Supreme Court. There's certain things that are working out right now. But when the fucking hammer drops, folks, everything these people are trying is just going to fail miserably. And clickety-clank, clickety-clank. I'm telling you right now, I have not been wrong. I've been wrong on dates and months, like when it'll happen, because I'm not psychic. But I know where this is going. And I'm telling you now, they're 𝗬𝗃𝗂𝗁, okay? I've been told I need to tone down my cussing and because it might help the algorithm. Oh, whatever. I mean, people tune in that are going to want to tune in, I guess, right? So let's get to Venezuela, folks. Now, this is heating up. This is getting interesting. Trump weighs options and risks for attacks on Venezuela. President Trump is yet to make a decision, but his advisors are pressing a range of objectives, from attacking drug cartels to seizing oil fields to try to justify ousting Nicolas Maduro. Now, I said they tried to oust him within the country to get his own people to overthrow him. The CIA operatives got caught. Certain things happened. So the next is military strikes within Venezuela, how I understand it. But the Trump administration has developed a range of options for military action in Venezuela, including direct attacks on military units that protect President Nicolas Maduro and moves to seize control of the country's oil fields. That sounds good to me. I think they have some of the biggest oil fields in the world that even outdo some of the Middle East, from my understanding. So, yeah, I think we want their oil fields, according to multiple U.S. officials. And it's better than China or Russia getting them, folks. It's a tactical, strategic move. President Trump has yet to make a decision about how or even whether to proceed. Officials said he was reluctant to approve operations that may place American troops at risk or could turn into an embarrassing failure. But many of his senior advisors are pressing for one of the most aggressive options, ousting Mr. Maduro from power. Now, you understand there's way more to this game because of what happened in 2020. What happened in 2020 has a lot to do with Maduro, China. Okay, so now we know they're all involved here. The gig is up, and it's about how we're going to respond from here. Mr. Trump's aides have asked the Justice Department for additional guidance that could provide a legal basis for any military action beyond the current campaign of striking boats that the administration says are trafficking narcotics. Now, let me clarify this. Striking the boats is just for optics. There's submarines. There's planes that leave Venezuela every day with more cocaine and fentanyl than your little heart could ever desire. The boats are just, I guess you could just say, just for pleasing purposes for the public to see a boat explode. It's just for optics. The real shit is on submarines and planes. Okay, so when you start seeing planes go down, and you start seeing submarines blowing up. I think they got one submarine. That's when you know the game is real. Right now, it's like playing patty cake. Such guidance could include a legal rationale for targeting Mr. Maduro without creating the need for congressional authorization for the use of military force, much less a declaration of war. While the guidance is still being drafted, some administration officials expected will argue with that Mr. Maduro and his top security officials are central figures in the Cartel de los Soles, which the department is expected to contend that designation makes Mr. Maduro a legitimate target despite long-standing American legal prohibitions on assassinating national leaders. This is getting good. I am expecting, and this is just me, expecting a strike this month. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this month. Could happen in the next few days, moments. I've heard weapons hot. But China. Now China enters the game. China backs Venezuela. Trump hints Maduro's end is near as tensions escalate. But China. Now China, we're so sneaky, not anymore. China on Tuesday defended its growing cooperation with Venezuela, saying that its engagement with leader Nicolas Maduro's government constitutes normal cooperation between sovereign states and is not directed against any third party. The comments made by Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Mao Ning followed a Washington Post report that Maduro has sought military assistance from Russia, China, and Iran to bolster Venezuela's defenses amid escalating tensions with the United States. Think about what a piece of shit this guy is. He tries to finagle the bagel. He does finagle the bagel in 2020 and many elections before that. So he's guilty of that. And he sends who knows how many millions of tons of whatever, fentanyl, drugs, whatever, to America. And now he's willing to go into third world war just to protect his little ass. No bigger piece of shit on this earth than this guy right here. Just calling it what it is. China supports strengthened international cooperation to combat transnational crime and opposes the use of threat of force in international relations, Mao told reporters in Beijing. She added that China opposes any attempt to undermine peace and stability in Latin America and the Caribbean, as well as the unilateral coercive actions against foreign vessels that exceed reasonable and necessary limits. Beijing also urged Washington to carry out regular judicial and law enforcement cooperation through bilateral and multilateral legal frameworks. Who the fuck are you to tell us anything? Donald Trump is going to do what he damn well wants to, because why? We still have a bigger and better military. Yeah, I said it. Fuck around and find out, folks. And I love the way Trump handles everything. I'm going to be honest. I love it. Mess with the bull, you get the horns. Remember that old saying? How many of you know that Sancho, when he was just a little Sanchito, used to run into the bullpen and smack the bull on the ass and then run like his life depended on it and jump the fence. Yes, I used to do that. My friend owned a ranch, and there was this bull, and we used to dare each other like to run up to it, and he had big ass long horns, big badass bull, and we used to get adrenaline off this shit. So we'd hop the fence and then walk slowly. It was an eternity to get to that bull's ass, and then lick our fingers and bam, smack that bull in the ass, and then haul ass like your life did depend on it, by the way. And it's not like his horns were like capped or anything. The bull had sharp ass horns, and somehow or another, man, we all made it over. I don't know how that happened, but we all made it to the fence and jumped it. And it was like, I don't know. Do you ever look back on things you did and you're like, wow, that was like really shit. I still do things that I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Russia is open to sending hypersonic missiles to Venezuela, weapon capable of carrying a nuclear warhead among those that could be dispatched to tackle Trump's drug offensive. Russia could provide its most advanced hypersonic missiles to Venezuela amid frayed relations with the United States. The Kremlin claims that the 𝗧𝗏𝗧𝗧 missile is impossible to intercept and can carry conventional and nuclear warheads that they are now willing to send to Venezuela to stop Trump. So that makes you think about one of my guests that people either love or hate him, Juanito. He has said for the last 5-6 years now on my channel that we're going to come to a nuclear type standoff with Russia. Maybe China's involved. I don't know. It's coming that direction. We are headed that way. Is this going to be it? Is Venezuela going to be where everyone has the standoff? Is it going to be the proving ground? Is that where this is going? Is it going to be because of Venezuela? I don't know. Sure seems that way. Sure seems that way. 𝗦𝗫𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃, the deputy chairman of Russia's Parliamentary Defense Committee, warned that the Americans may be in for a very big surprise as he opened the door to a weapons transfer to Venezuela. A weapons transfer to Venezuela. I don't know about you all, but this is getting hot. And it has been Red October. And the people that aren't like paying attention, you say this every year. Yeah, every year is Red October. Shit happens in Red October, escalates in November, and here we are. Maybe you're just not reading the headlines. You're just ignoring it. You know, a lot of people are like, well, until it's on my doorstep, then I'll pay attention. Yeah, that's when people like you cease to exist because you're too to pay attention to shit. And that's how you survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. That's all I'm going to say. That's what this is. Survival of the fittest. Got to pay attention to what's happening. Got to pay attention. So Russia and China now may be entering the game. Going to be interesting to see how Trump responds to this. I'm wondering, are we going to have a nuclear standoff? I think we're headed that direction. Is Trump going to delay on the strikes in Venezuela? I think he's already committed. Very interesting times ahead. Now, I also wonder, what was Trump and Putin really talking about when Trump rolled out the red carpet for Putin and they were in that limousine? I would have given anything to be a fly on the limousine carpet or the limousine leather or the limousine window. Where do fly? I don't fucking know. Whatever. You know what I mean? Fly on the wall. There you go. Look at them laughing together right there. Like, oh, we got these fuckers. I think this could all be staged. Look, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, who knows really, right? I mean, they look really chummy. They don't want to blow up the world, but they do want to get rid of the deep state together, don't they? I don't know what you all think. Give me your thoughts in the comments. I don't know. Just thinking out loud here. He doesn't act like this with Zelensky. Oh, he doesn't act like that with Zelensky. Just saying. Nick Fuentes was Charlie Kirk's bitter enemy. Now he's becoming his successor. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not. He's a dingbat. He's nuts. And anybody who listens to him, you're drinking the Kool-Aid, okay? Charlie Kirk, the conservative. See, I told you they were going to start inserting people. Remember I said that vacuum's going to open up. You're going to have people trying to come into that vacuum and take his place. That was the whole purpose of his assassination. That was the whole purpose, is to implant who they can. Hello. Nick Fuentes, the young Hitler-loving white nationalist. This is the guy they're going to use to make everyone look crazy on the right side. This is the guy they're going to be like, oh, you're a right winger. Oh, you must listen to Nick Fuentes. That's all he's being used for. That's it. That's what he's doing. That's his job. Who brought him in? I think it was Alex. Who brought him in? Was it Kanye West?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it was Kanye West that brought this guy out, and like,
Is that where he kind of came out of nowhere, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and now he's like making a big. He's being used, man. But I think it was Kanye West that like brought him. I could be wrong, but maybe somebody put it in the chat there. I think it was, dude. I could almost bank on that.
Okay.
I think Kanye introduced him. It's like, why, bro? The whole
and
Hitler
with Kanye's
bullshit.
like doing the anti stuff.
Anti-Semitic. Yeah, and it's just whoever's falling for this dude. They don't have two brain cells to run together. It's to rub together. It's so obvious when you know the game. It's so obvious the tactics, the people they're using. Dude, I've invited this guy on my show. He will never come on my show. Whatever. I just when you see it, man. And I see it. I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, Operation Project Mockingbird isn't just limited to the mainstream media.
No, I mean, what would they do? You know, they would go after alternative media, insert personalities. This is what they do. Whatever. I see it. After Kirk went this, perhaps fearing he'd be blamed, disavowed violence, but he continued his attacks on Turning Point. And look, I'm joining him there, kind of. I think Turning Point now has turned into, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at, to be honest with you. Turning Point accused Kirk's widow, Erica, being happy her husband was dead. I'm not saying that. I'm not going that far. She looks like she's grieving, but she sure is enjoying the spotlight. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't claim to know what's going on with her. It's rubbing me the wrong way, like it's rubbing a lot of you the wrong way. I put a survey up on my ex. Something's off. I don't know. I don't claim to know what it is. I don't know what it is, but something's off. Something's weird. And I can smell shit, okay? I still have the nose to smell shit. So, whatever. I'm not going to go as far as saying she's happy for this or happy for that. No, I think she really loved Charlie Kirk. I think her response to it is whatever it is, but it's weird, okay? Everyone grieves differently. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know. That's all I'm going to say is I don't know. I'm not going to go as far as Candace on this stuff. I think I have an idea what happened. I think it's that little country in the Middle East. It's just a hunch. It's just a hunch. And I think the cover-up is huge, massive. So that would tell me that it would have to be very, 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 very powerful people. And who are the most powerful people? Yep, you guessed it. So that's just where my mind goes with it. But other than that, whatever. I don't feel like beating a dead horse. No pun intended. Oh, boy. Let's get to the next one here. Trump suggests U.S. won't pay any SNAP benefits during shutdown, contradicting court filing. So, President Donald Trump suggested that the United States would not pay any SNAP benefits during the government shutdown. The Trump administration on Monday told a Rhode Island federal judge it would pay about half of the costs of the food stamp program in November. But I don't know what just happened here. That was weird. About 42 million Americans, 42 million with an M, are dependent on food stamp benefits through the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Now, like I said, if you're mad about this and you're on food stamps and you're able to go loot and raid, you're able to get your ass a fucking job. So there's that. And how many of these are illegal? Just sucking off the system. We've allowed this in our country. But the country is turning around now. And they don't like it. No. Have you always noticed that a lot of these people that are food, I don't want to down anybody. I know some people come into some hard times. I get it. I've been in hard times. But that's when you should work harder and get more creative. A lot of these food stamp recipients are pretty obese. Now, that could be from the chemicals in the food, obviously. I think it is. They're trying to get us in every direction, right, folks? Every direction. So President Trump has made it much harder for American companies to hire foreigners instead of American workers. Trump has raised the H-1B visa fee from $1,000 to $100,000. Hey, wow. So if you want to hire somebody from, like, I don't know, India, I am a snake charmer. Snake charming is what I do. Well, it's going to cost you $100,000 to get these people on board now. ICE detains U.S. citizen for 7 hours after she photographed agents in Oregon. An Oregon woman who is a U.S. citizen was detained by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement for about 7 hours last Monday after taking pictures of agents' unmarked cars near a Gresham Chick-fil-A. I think you do have the right to do that, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's still within our rights. We can photograph and do whatever we want, right, Alex? I mean, that's still freedom of press and speech, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends how antagonistic people get, how close they get and just how, they can kind of use. I mean, U.S. citizens get detained in this country every single day, all day long by police. It doesn't mean you're arrested, but while they do conduct their investigations, that's just what they do. And it's just part of the procedure. And, I think it's, these kind of things, they're so busy. Like ICE has so much to do. I think when stuff like this happens, the person is probably pretty up in their personal space and kind of
they just get tired of it and they just say forget it, let's arrest her. And I mean, why do you want to be a dickhead and just antagonize police anyway?
Right, they can make.
Why do you want to do that?
Exactly. I mean, they can make.
You're asking to be arrested. You're kind of, at this point, you're harassing them. These guys are trying to do their job. They're wearing masks. They don't want their identity out there because they don't want to be doxxed. They don't want to be, their families threatened. So I get it, man. But see, there's still that fine line of like First Amendment, I don't know, man. I'll leave that for my audience. I mean, we're all sick of and tired of it, especially my audience. I'm tired of like these idiots out there just doing the shit that she's doing. But
they're trying to make their day. These people are trying to make their day harder. So I think they're like, well, we're going to make your day a little harder. Okay. And now you're free to go, but you lost 7 hours of time. And
it's just dude, I agree with you.
Their time.
I don't understand. I know these like auditing channels, and I agree with them 100% that you should be able to, film injustices happening. Police should know your constitutional amendments. They should know your rights.
True.
They don't. Most of them don't. So I agree with these auditing channels, but I don't agree with them harassing cops and like making it hard for them to complete an investigation and getting in their face and calling them names and yelling. I'm not with that shit.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm just not with it, man. But anyway, 𝗵𝗃 𝗂𝗃, 25, snapped into action after seeing a Facebook post alerting people to the agent's presence near the fast food chain. The person who sounded the social media alarm said he had been too scared to get pictures of the agent's license plates. So 𝗂𝗃 came to the rescue and headed to Chick-fil-A in her fiance's government-plated car, ordered a lemonade at the drive-thru. I don't know why they put that in there, and took pictures of agents' plates herself. So she's doxing them. It's very inhumane what they're doing right now, she said of ICE activity. Don't break the law, okay? They're breaking the law by coming here. You break the fucking law, you go to jail. Oh, it's very inhumane. It's very inhumane. Well, I think it's inhumane crossing the border illegally, okay? There's my opinion on that. I can't take this. It's like, and then you got these people like Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert, and you know they like pizza. They like pizza. Just these talking, chattering mouthpieces, right? It's just like we all know where they're coming from, and it's just it's disgusting and grotesque. I hope I live to see the day these people all get taken away. I hope I live to see this day. FBI warns of criminals posing as ICE, urges agents to ID themselves. In a bulletin to law enforcement agencies, the FBI said criminal impersonators are exploiting ICE's image and urged nationwide coordination to distinguish real operations from fakes. Folks, I've seen these type of people on like body cams. I watch them on YouTube, and there's a lot more people than you know that impersonate police. It's rampant. I don't know why these people are so batshit crazy, but these people will go down till they're blue in the face impersonating a cop. Even when real cops get there and start questioning them, they still try to act like they're a police officer. It's absolutely insane to watch. It's a mental illness I've never seen before. I don't even know where to categorize it, but these people believe down in their heart that they're a police officer or they're border patrol agents and they're doing their job, even when they get busted by the cops and nothing adds up. They still go down with the ship. It's the most insane shit I've ever seen in my life. It's a special kind of crazy. It's a special kind of crazy. They have lights in their cars, sirens. Oh, I've seen that guy before. That's one of the guys I've seen. Yes, that's one of them. Oh boy, these guys, dude. Look at and he's in the back still talking about how he's a cop. I can't believe what you're doing to me. I mean, these people are sick. Wow. UPS plane crashes with 3 crew members. Louisville, outside the Louisville airport. UPS MD-11 plane crashed shortly after takeoff near the Louisville, Kentucky airport. According to Federal Aviation Administration, UPS flight 2976 crashed just after 5 p.m. local time and was headed to Daniel K. Inouye International Airport in Honolulu. According to a statement from FAA, which is investigating the crash along the National Transportation Safety Board.
I have to turn to some break.
The NTSB will lead the investigation, the FAA said Tuesday. So this is wild. I don't know, man. I'm a nervous flyer anyway, and I bring this stuff up because there's a lot of conspiracies now, surfacing because of this UPS flight. Where did it crash, man? Did it crash into, just so happened it crashed into a UPS building or something, or a warehouse? Do you know, Alex? Do you know where it crashed? Someone put it in the chat because I got all kinds of messages from this saying that. Did it crash into a UPS warehouse?
That's what it looks like, the facility, yeah.
But what are the chances in that?
Put this back.
Makes no sense. Yeah, there it is. Damn. Yep, no survivors on that one. BlackRock's Larry Fink says we're at the beginning of the tokenization of all assets, promotes necessity of the digital ID, aka the B system, to form a social credit score. Say what? Yeah, you heard that right. A social credit score. Now, I really hope Juan and Larry Ballard, Rob Cunningham, a lot of people that I have on are right about this and that we're not going to go in this direction, but it sure looks like we're headed there. Earlier this year, World Economic Forum was effectively forced out of his own globalist group he founded decades ago, ascending to Schwab's role. Andre Hoffman, a Swiss billionaire and great-grandson of Fitz Hoffman LaRoche, who founded the drug company Roche, whatever it is. You all know what I'm talking about. And Larry Fink were selected as the interim co-chairs of the World Economic Forum. The WEF, as we know, is the controversial group that tells us what we, among many other controversial things, will own nothing and be happy by 2030. So they're still powering forward with this agenda. Bank on it. They're still going full speed ahead with this. Why are they allowed to breathe? Why aren't we spending special forces in and taking these coconuts out, man? I don't understand how they're still allowed to speak and breathe and have plans for humanity. Like we're their property. I don't understand this. If Sancho was president, they'd be gone. Believe me, I'd wipe their ass with their tears. I don't understand how they're still here. I don't get how this agenda is still moving. Why? Anyone can explain this to me? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. That guy is deciding what you're going to eat, where you're going to live, how much money you're allowed to make, a social credit score. That guy right there. You're telling me that guy doesn't have a mess of problems? Look at his face. Would you want to look like that guy? Would you want to be that guy, even with all the money he has? No, thank you. That's why the guy has a bone to pick with humanity. He's mad at God. Let's get to what the fuck news. How about that? In what the fuck news, new driver, a new driver was spinning in circles around a church parking lot. South Carolina cops say a report of someone stunt driving at night in a church parking lot grew even stranger when officers discovered the driver wasn't wearing any pants. Oh, boy. According to investigators in South Carolina's Law Country, it happened Sunday, November 2nd at a church in North Charleston. Police said on a November 3rd news release, officers responded around 10:45 p.m. to a report of a nude man driving recklessly in a church parking lot. When they arrived, officers found empty beer cans and tire marks consistent with the vehicle spinning in circles. North Charleston police said in a news release. While patrolling the area, officers received another call about a car stopped in the roadway on James Bell Drive with its horn blaring and traffic blocked. The driver was found wearing only underwear and a tank top with a blanket or robe wrapped around him. The 36-year-old North Charleston man also smelled strongly of alcohol. Now, I used to drink a lot, but I never did this shit. But I've done a lot of stuff, but not this one. His vehicle was searched, revealing a scale and a white powder that tested for cocaine. I guess this guy can party, huh? I don't know if I'm jealous of this guy or I think he's a numbnut, but he knows how to, folks, everyone has their own threshold, I guess. Hopefully this is his rock bottom. I don't know. Anyway, he was charged malicious damage to property. He was arrested and charged for possession of cocaine, possession of cocaine base, pointing and presenting a firearm, and malicious injury to real property, police said. I like to bring these out because I think to myself, just how crazy society has gotten. That this is like, you just swipe this stuff with your finger all day long. And they're everywhere, folks. They walk among us, okay? They walk among us. Oh, do we have any super chats, Alex? Okay. Beverly Adams, Nino, are we still doing Hard Swing Right today after the show? No, we're not. I was going to call you and I was going to text you and say I cannot do it. I have to go see my dad at the hospital. Right now, I'm canceling all my interviews today. Sorry about that. I know I promised you that, and I'm going to look like an asshole, but I have to go see my dad. So I got to get what I can from him. So I know you all understand that. Thank you. Killer, praying for you daily. We love you. We cry with you. Thank you. Well, God bless you, David. Prayers for Trump. This shit is crazy. I'll say thank you. Dennis Ray, praying for your family. Thank you so much. Pray for family. 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗹, super sticker. Thank you so much. Thank you. 𝗀𝗂𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗍𝒃, thank you, super sticker. Thank you so much. Lou J, this is why I love the man. Genuine. Thank you. God bless your family. Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. Thank you. 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗹, thank you, super sticker. Thank you so much. Michelle Christians, our major ports are in New York and California. Yep. Makes me a little nervous. Yeah, but I think that's controlled federally. I don't know. I'll talk to Juan about this. Or I'll talk to somebody about this. Thoughts are with you and your family. Thank you. Thank you. Francine, blessings to you, your family, and your dad. Praise God. Praise God is right, man. I don't know how long this will last. I don't know if I got hours or a day. I don't know, folks. I don't know where this is going. All I know is that, I don't know where this is going. Thank you. Susan Schatt, thank you, Nino. Prayers for you and your dad and mom. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Lola Cafe. Super sticker. Thank you, Lola Cafe. I guess that's a cafe somewhere, but thank you. CR710031 super sticker. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love all of you, man. Thank you. Nancy Magyar. Super sticker. Thank you. I try to pronounce the names correctly. I don't know. I probably suck. Doc Ride. Thank you, Nino. We are praying for you and your family. We needed some Sancho. You got the Sancho today? Yes. Fonda 45. My heart breaks for you. I was just reading it like a Mexican right there. My heart breaks for you. Take it a day or two at a time. Take a day or two. Okay, hold on. My heart breaks for you. Take a day or two from this and spend your time with your parents. In my thoughts and prayers. Thank you. Thank you. But, you know, these podcasts help distract me. I've been a walking mess for the last month and the last few days. You know who's really helped me? Danny and Brinkley has gotten on the phone with me and talked me through, got me prepared for my dad's death, how to experience it, what to feel. That guy helped a lot. A guy named Dr. Steve, a guy named Dan Nichols, Christine, my family have been there for me. 𝗬𝗏 has been there for me. I've been talking to Juan on the phone. They've been really trying to hold my hand through this whole thing. And then, folks, it's been the hardest time of my life. I know. Queen of Diamonds, thank you so much for being here for us and your parents. So touched by you showing us your I might want to go edit that out. I don't know. I include you and your family in my daily prayers. You are a great son to your parents. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ivan, hit the like for David people. Thank you so much, Ivan T. Ewan, sorry, my eyes are messed up right now. Obviously, you know why. Gary Davis, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Awake. Awake. Obviously, I'm not very awake yet. This coffee is strong and it's not doing shit. As a VA teacher, since the boogeyman, schools still serve free breakfasts and lunch, yet families, SNAP or not, send kids with nothing. Wow. No food, no supplies. It falls on teachers. A big chunk of my paycheck goes to my class. Praying for your family, Nina. Wow, you're awesome, man. Wow. Awake, folks. Awake. VW Blue Sky. Is China and Russia making moves near Venezuela? I just logged on. Might have missed the info. Well, they're saying that they will send reinforcements. So it's a lot of saber rattling right now. But our battleships are there. We are moments away, from my understanding, from striking. So we don't really know how China or Russia is going to respond. Now, there has been Chinese aircraft spotted flying around, like stealth bomber type things. I don't know. I'm not an expert on planes, but these things have been flying around, and it's, you know, they're obviously showing force. So it's really hard to read right now. Really hard to read. So if we do make a move on Venezuela, there's a chance there could be some repercussions for this. I don't know the degree. I'm trying to find out. New Life. Blessings to you. Thank you so much, New Life. Beverly Adams, I understand prayers. Let's reschedule. Absolutely. Just give me some time, please. My dad's still in ICU, and all my podcasts right now are just on the whim. Whenever I get a free time, I usually have a schedule of who I'm going to have on for a podcast. As of right now, I'm not doing that. I'm just calling people when I get a moment's notice. I'm like, hey, I got a free hour. Do you want to jump on right now? I could do it right now. And sometimes that's at 4 or 5 in the morning. And so I never know. I don't know if I'm going to land somebody or I'm not. Right now, I'm just throwing for the fences. I can't really schedule anybody to anything right now, folks. Sorry. Trudy Handelman, thank you for the super sticker. Marie Arbella, love you and don't give up. God sees everything and your sacrifices. I will say this. I've been reading the Bible, and I've never really read the Bible like the way I'm reading it now. I'm reading Luke, and that's where I'm starting, and I'm really, really paying attention to all of it, folks. Believe me when I tell you that. You all know I'm new at all this, so I'm doing my best. Lucia Robertson, thank you. Lee W. Blue Sky lost my dad to liver cancer in 2023. It's tough, bro, no matter what. Dude, it's the worst time of my life right now. Like, I am losing my hero, my Superman. I whispered in his ear, I said, Dad, you can let go anytime you want. Anytime you want. I got it. I gave him permission to go, and the fucking guy fights back. I said, Dad, you've watched me in my 12-round fights. Now I'm watching you in your 12-round fight. I put my parents through agony going to my fights, man. I remember they used to sit there, and I just never looked at them when I was getting in the ring because I looked at everyone else cheering, and then my parents would be like they were going to a funeral. They would just be miserable watching me get in the ring. That was the hardest part of me getting in the ring was I had to not look at them. Virginia, thank you. Idaho Custom Design. Out of Idaho Me Custom Design. Thank you. Wow, that's a big one. Thank you so much, Idaho Me Custom Design. Robin Simmons, I'm praying for you doing this stuff. Well, I'm praying for you during this tough time. Thank you. I love your show. I look forward to you every day. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll bring on a guest on Friday. What does that one say? Wes Fontaine, David, I know this time is hard, but God has you wrapped in his arms, praying for you daily. Thank you so much, Wes. Thanks, Wes. Beverly Adams, I can do 3 in the morning. I can do 3 in the morning. Okay. Well, let me figure out what's going on with my dad. He just turned a corner. I'm waiting to see I don't know if it's going to go left or right. I don't know where it's going right now. Let me just tough this out. Lucia Robertson, super sticker. And I'm truly sorry for those of you that I had to cancel on. This has been an ongoing thing for 5 years and like really hard the last few months. Prayers continually. Please read the word to your dad. I will. I've been praying with him. We've locked hands. We all prayed around him when his blood pressure dropped to like 60 or 40 over something, and his oxygen was at 60. I mean, yeah, it was bad. So, all right, folks, I guess that's it. I'm going to get going, and I appreciate everyone for coming on. Thank you. Strange days. Don't ever change, much love, Cardenal. Gracias, compadre. And the new heavyweight champion of podcasting and the black sheep of broadcasting, folks.